us? Well, we're doing a live call.
We're doing a live call, Tony.
All right. Is this a cash call? Coach, how are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
It's Tony Bruno. We're on the show with us right now. We just had a problem. Actually, Robin just called you on her phone, and it just basically fell apart. It went to one of those triangles with an emergency signal, exclamation point in the middle. So you broke her phone, Dick.
I apologize.
So we had to call you back. Appreciate you coming on. I haven't seen you since. When was the last time we ran into you?
Maybe pre-Super Bowl in Radio Row, something like that.
Yeah, we saw you in Arizona for the Super Bowl, and then we went to one of your wine tastings actually over at Botto's in New Jersey, but that was before then. No, that was a couple years ago.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And so you're still up in Chester County because a lot of people don't, people in the Philadelphia area realize that you still have a place up there in Chester County, the ranch as you call it, but you'll always be a Cal, and you still have property in Kansas City too from when you were coaching the Chiefs, right?
No, I don't. No, that's all gone. And no, I'm right here in a property with no mortgage, so why not stay? You know,
exactly. Especially in beautiful Chester County, because we were just up there for the Mushroom Festival in Kennett Square a couple of weeks ago. God, that's beautiful country.
I went over there. I was over there, walked the streets. It was fun. Kennett Square is a great little city. It really is.
Yeah, and we had everything mushroom. They had mushroom everything there. It was phenomenal.
It doesn't always smell real good, but it is good.
Well, Coach, we were talking about this earlier because when I met you when you were coaching the Eagles back in the mid-77, 78, I used to have this little crappy radio show with Stan Walters, your left tackle, on old WFIL called On the Line with Stan Walters. And that was when this team was going from bad when you took over and then getting better each year. And I remember we had you on as a guest, and we're like, what do we get Dick Vermeil? And you were talking like mid-77, and back then people weren't into wines like they are now. So we knew, and I knew you grew up in the Bay Area, and I know your ties out there to Calistoga, and you were a Napa Valley guy. So I said, let's go out and try to find some really good wine and put together a case of wine to give Dick Vermeil as a gift for coming on the show. And people are like, wine? Now, everything's wine. It's unbelievable. That's 35 years ago.
I know. Time flies, boy. It's scary, Tony.
But your wine is still going strong. In fact, we have a bottle here on our set tonight that I got from, I don't know if you gave it to me or if I bought this, but it's the 2007 Zinfandel from the Frediani Vineyard in Napa Valley.
Yeah, that's a 60-year-old vineyard. It's a good bottle of wine.
We're going to open it here tonight and give it to our audience here because I know you're going to be up in Exton on Friday, right, doing a wine tasting of a couple more of your vintages, right?
Yeah, we're going to be there from 4 to 6 with the stage store system here and work that. And my distributor in the local area, Stan Bowers, is also going to be there with me. Yeah.
And you're going to have you're going to be pouring the Vermeil 34 red blend, right?
Right.
And then the Cab Sauv, and then the Cab Sauvignon 2010. I haven't had. Now, are those new releases?
Oh no, they've been out for a long time, Brett. They've been out for a long time. In fact, I just tasted our 2013. I've been going through them. They sent me everything that's been bottled in 2013 to sample, and I'm enjoying them. They're all getting better. It's like any business. If you don't get better, you get worse. And we keep trying to get better, and hopefully we are.
Except coaching, you don't get better. You become Chip Kelly after a couple years.
Can you believe that? 4 games into the season and you fire a guy. I just don't understand that kind of thinking. I really don't.
And we're talking about Miami, the first team to fire their coach down there. And now, people in town are already starting the Fire Chip Kelly hashtags because this offense is.
That would be.
Yeah, and we live in it's a different society now. I mean, I remember back in the day, like Jeffrey Lurie didn't fire Andy Reid for 13 years, and people were calling for him to be gone year after year. And now Chip Kelly, and this offense is certainly struggling. But you look around the league, I mean, if you're going to fire coaches, I mean, look what happened. Look at it, San Francisco with Colin Kaepernick 3 years ago. Everybody said, boy, if we only had Colin Kaepernick on our team. And now the people in the Bay Area are going crazy. This guy can't play anymore for some reason. It's unbelievable.
Oh, even down in Houston. They're about to run him out of town, too.
Oh, yeah. Bill O'Brien down there. He's got a quarterback situation where he's got 2 quarterbacks. And Coach, when you have 2 quarterbacks, the answer is you don't have a quarterback, right?
No question. Absolutely no question. That's almost true with any position.
We're talking with Dick Vermeil. Now, Dick, I got to ask you, I've talked to you a million times over the years. The Eagles' job, UCLA, you win the Rose Bowl, you beat Ohio State, obviously a big, big moment in your career. It helps you get an NFL job with the Philadelphia Eagles. And then you come to the Eagles, they're terrible. You take them to the Super Bowl and the 18-year playoff drought. Then you go to the Rams, and it's a dismal team First couple of years, bad, and then you eventually build up, and then you get a quarterback injury to Trent Green. Kurt Warner comes in and becomes a hero, and you win a Super Bowl. Then you go to Kansas City, the 3 major NFL coaching jobs. Yeah. Which one is the most? I mean, you win a Super Bowl with St. Louis. You didn't win a Super Bowl in Philly, yet in both cities you're revered. Here in Philadelphia, you're still an icon. When you look at it as a career as coaching, is the Rams a bigger accomplishment to you because you won a Super Bowl, or was it the Eagle job?
Well, I personally, Tony, it takes the same thing to go there and lose as it does to go there and win. In fact, the Eagles put 5 years in to go there and lose, with the Rams put 3 years to go in there and win. The big difference was 5 of the starting offensive players in the St. Louis Ram organization, when we won it all, will be Hall of Fame players. Okay? I think Orlando Pace and I.T. Brute might be the next 2, if not Kurt Warner. But, Marshall Faulk was already in. We didn't have that kind of talent at Philadelphia, but we had a fine football team. And those guys did an unbelievable job in terms of working. Remember the first 3 years, we had first, second, or third round pick for 3 years. We had a third round pick my third year here. We drafted Reggie Wilkes. But they still, within 3 years, went to the playoffs. So I respect that kind of accomplishment, that kind of work effort. And so if any one team deserved accolades, it's that team that went there and lost.
Dick Vermeil talking about that 81 Super Bowl, of course, against the Raiders down there in New Orleans, 2000. And it was actually the 1999 season, but it was in 2000. I mean, the 1970 and the 1980 team.
81, right.
And the Super Bowl was played in January of 81. I remember sitting in the Superdome. I remember being on Bourbon Street, seeing all the Raider guys run around the night before, and that was the big story. You had your guys all locked up and not told not to go out, and the Raiders are all out there on Bourbon Street, and then the next day, people always attribute that to the fact that you kept your guys hunkered down while the Raiders were loosey-goosey. Do you believe that had any impact on the game?
No. But I do believe, Tony, any way you lose the football game, there's going to be something identified as the reason. That's just all there is in the Super Bowl caliber game. When we won the NFC Championship game that year and beat Dallas here in Philadelphia, it was because of our work ethic, our discipline, our toughness, and all these things. When we lost the Super Bowl, it was because we overworked. They were tired. I held them hostage during the week of preparation in New Orleans, which I didn't do. Anyway, you understand that. That's all right. That's all part of the game. We lost the game in New Orleans because we were -3 in turnovers. How many Super Bowls have ever been won -3 in turnovers?